Food is done, but I think you should see the sunset. Hi, if you make films for money, are you selling your soul? We all know money brings corruption. Are you a sellout? We throw that word around like a weapon. Like a moment you cash a check, you betrayed your art. But here is what's funny. Leonardo da Vinci paid. Michelangelo commissioned. Shakespeare, he really owned a theater. This motion picture, aka YouTube video, is based on the research and true facts. Any similarities to actual persons, living or dead, is purely. No animals were harmed because we don't use one. And of course, smoking is injurious to health. Okay, let's zoom out for a second. We were making music at least 35,000 years ago, literature 6,000 years ago, theater 4,000 years ago. But cinema, we started only about 130 years ago. Film is a baby and AI filmmaking, it's a newborn. Here is a thing though, film is different from every other art form. A poet simply needs a pen and paper. An artist needs a brush and his canvas. But a filmmaker, you need an actor, location, camera, lights, sounds, editors, spot boy. You need a whole team of human beings, and that costs money. So film isn't just created, it's produced. It's the most expensive art form in human history. Then why make a film at all? Because film as an art form hits our two senses at the same time, our sight and our sound. Nothing else can do that. That's why a great film can make a whole theater cry together.
Jack! Hay un bote, Jack! Jack!
And that kind of power, it attracts business. Big impact equals to big audience, equals to big business, equals to fame, and eventually everything ends in money. In the film industry, the conflict named as art film versus commercial film. Art film is for some specific intellectual person, very limited audience.
¡Al ladro! ¡Al ladro! ¿Qué te sucede?
And commercial films are for the mass audiences. From that perspective, it feels like a film can be a art film or a commercial film. Cannot be together. But hear me out. Shakespeare wrote for the masses. Jazz and blues were rooted in old traditions, played in daily life. The Godfather is commercial and we have no argument about its art. There is a beautiful sunset is happening. It just changed the lighting of my room. But it's okay. We can continue with this, right? Another example is a Harry Potter. It has a global franchise, is extremely successful, but we still amazed with the art of its storytelling. Popularity doesn't cancel artistry. Now, do you need $200 million to make a film? No. We have crowdfunding like Kickstarters. At least we have YouTube, Vimeo, so that we can make a film tonight and show it to the world. Michelangelo was paid. Michelangelo was paid by the Pope approximately $5 lakh, comparing today's value, to paint the Sistine Chapel. It was a job, it has a deadlines, it has a budget. Is the Sistine Chapel less artistic today? Because it was commissioned. Money is not the villain, Mike. Our intention is, your ethical compromises. Yes, we all know money brings corruption, but it is not essential to be corrupted with money. So here is the reframe. So selling your soul isn't taking money for your work. Real betrayal is let your biggest idea die in a notebook because you were too scared to fund it.
And the Oscar goes to Mr. Tarantino.
Look at Tarantino, deep inside commercial Hollywoods, make a ton of money, but nobody calls him a sellout because he uses that money as a shield. It buys him creative control, it buys him time, talent, freedom to say no to the wrong projects.
People talk about, wow, you've had such success and it's just been so overnight and whatever.
You generated for a lot of important people in Hollywood, Quentin. It is about $1,400,000,000.
I don't do commercial movies per se with the right quotes around it. I mean, I just do my own thing that interests me, and then end up developing a following that people actually support. It's
Money isn't the enemy, my friend. Your intention is. Money doesn't have a soul to sell. So the first question, are you selling your soul by making a film for money? No, you are being a filmmaker. You are following Shakespeare, Michelangelo, every artist in history who needed resources to bring their vision into life. Kill the starving artistic myth. It's romantic nonsense that make more suffering, not better art. The real challenge isn't to avoid the money, it is to master it. Control your intention and money became your most powerful resources. If you made it this far, you are the top 1% of people who actually finish this video. I genuinely mean that. Thank you. Hi, my name is Mrinal Das. I am a writer, filmmaker and editor, basically a storyteller. Please subscribe if you like this video. I would love to read your all comments. Keep filming, keep smiling, and remember, you are an artist.